Hello, my wonderful Meghan and Harry Tales family. It's your favourite narrator, Adrian, back again with another deep dive into the royal mess the tabloids don't want you to question. Grab a cup of tea or a glass of Meghan's sold-out rose and settle in, because today's tale is dripping with strategy, sympathy plays and media manipulation at its finest. Let's get into it. So, there's been a lot of talk about why Kate Middleton didn't attend Royal Ascot almost 2 weeks ago. The palace, as usual, stayed eerily silent. And the media? Well, they've been spinning more theories than a conspiracy forum. Now, personally, I believe it had something to do with a disagreement between Kate and Prince William, specifically regarding Prince George's education. Rumours had been swirling that Kate didn't want George to attend Eton, while William was reportedly very much in favour. And lo and behold, it's now been officially revealed that George will be attending Eton. So, what does that mean for Kate's disappearing act at Royal Ascot? The palace didn't provide any clear explanation. Instead, all we got were vague, conflicting leaks to the press. Some reports claimed she was turning down work altogether. Others revived the cancer journey narrative again. Now, let's pause here. Amid all that noise, one thing was consistent: the firm assurance that Kate would be attending Wimbledon. And here's where the PR playbook got dusted off. Wimbledon began on Monday, and royal watchers kept a keen eye on whether Kate would show up in the early rounds. But instead of stepping into centre court, Kate stepped out in Essex. She made her first public appearance since bailing on Royal Ascot with a very strategically timed visit to Colchester Hospital's garden. According to People magazine, this visit was meaningful. They wrote that Kate returned to public duties with a visit to a hospital garden where she spoke candidly about the challenges of her cancer journey even after treatment ended. And let me just say, they really emphasised that the treatment had ended. Quoting Kate herself, she reportedly said, "You put on a sort of brave face through treatment. Treatment's done. Then it's like, I can crack on, get back to normal." But actually, the phase afterwards is really difficult. She added how you're no longer under clinical care, but still can't function like before, and how important it is to find a new normal. That it's a roller coaster. Touching words, yes. But to some, including yours truly, this all felt very convenient. Kate is once again pulling the cancer card. Why now? Why this week? It feels like a soft launch before Wimbledon. A preemptive sympathy parade to shield her from criticism when she finally appears at a high-profile public event. Mind you, that's not tied to her royal duties. She's essentially trying to control the narrative. Look, I've been through so much. Please don't attack me when I'm photographed laughing at Wimbledon, while I skipped Royal Ascot and dozens of other working royal events. It's all a little too on the nose, don't you think? Let's be real here. How long can this continue? How long can she keep using this excuse every time she steps away from royal work or public obligations? Because, and this is important, there are real cancer patients who go through chemo, radiation, endless tests, and they still ride the bus to work, feed their families, take care of aging parents, kids, partners, and themselves. They don't have an entire palace of staff, nannies, stylists, and PR handlers, and yet we're told to treat Kate's experience like it's the most heroic feat of modern times. Let's also not forget, even the nature of her illness was a moving target. First, it was abdominal surgery. Then, it was preventative treatment. Then cancer, but no clarity, no medical timelines. And when questions were raised, people were shouted down for being insensitive. But when you live in a glass palace and use a deeply serious illness as a strategic communications tool, people will start questioning your motives. Look at Kate. Her hair is intact. Her appearance seems unchanged. She doesn't resemble someone who's been through aggressive cancer treatment. Now, of course, everyone responds differently to illness, but that inconsistency paired with ever-shifting messaging has fueled public skepticism. You only need to scroll through social media to see what people are saying. One person commented, "Of course, I have the utmost sympathy for anyone facing cancer, but this bollocks about it being difficult when your life is the most privileged in the world. Please. She didn't need 2 buses to get to treatment." Another said, "My goodness, she's really milking this for all it's worth. She announced her remission last year and claimed to be cancer-free." So what is this now? Sympathy Season 3? And let's not pretend we don't see the strategy. She pulled this exact same move in September before another big event, and now it's Wimbledon week. The same cycle again, the same rollout. Another commenter nailed it, saying, "Ask real patients what real life is like when they have to show up for work, with no army of staff. Kate pulls a PR stunt every time she needs public sympathy. It's all so calculated." The hospital visit isn't about the patients, it's about the press coverage. It's about making sure that when she's photographed courtside at Wimbledon, the public's collective memory is filled with pity, not criticism. And it works until it doesn't. Even some of her defenders are starting to raise eyebrows. The sheer number of times Kate's health has been weaponized to avoid accountability or deflect from her royal responsibilities is wearing thin. The British public is starting to ask, why is someone who claimed to be in remission still trotting out the cancer narrative every time scrutiny arises? Another tweet put it plainly. "She's only showing up to this hospital so she doesn't get tarred and feathered for attending Wimbledon. It's transparent. It's insulting." And I couldn't agree more. The royal family has always been image-obsessed, but what we're seeing with Kate is next-level strategy. An image rehab tour that uses illness as a shield, that plays with public emotions like a violin, and that ultimately disrespects those truly suffering who don't have the luxury of disappearing for months without explanation. And finally, someone else said what many are thinking. Wimbledon, here we come. And we all see exactly what's happening. Exactly. And there you have it, folks. The PR machine is spinning, the media is complicit, and the public? Well, we're not so easily fooled anymore. What do you think about Kate's return to public life and the conveniently timed hospital visit? Is it genuine? Is it strategic? Let me know in the comments below. I always love reading your takes. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay sharp, and keep sipping the royal truth. I've been Adrian, your trusty narrator here at Meghan and Harry Tales. Catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unfiltered royalty. Bye for now.